I think Trump's going to use Canada to destroy the climate agendas. So I was arguing with a friend of mine over all these Trump tariffs over Canada. And I thought, there is something like, why would Trump do this? It's going to hurt both countries, right? All these tariffs. But then I realized, no. Who is an evil group that's violent and anti-Western? And I thought that, Trump wants to destroy. Okay. I was like, okay, feminism is definitely evil, definitely anti-Western. I want to say they're violent. Black Lives Matter, definitely evil and anti-Western, but most people already hate them. So then, okay, Islamism? Well, only like 1% of Americans are Muslims, and also even those majority of Muslims don't want America to become a Muslim theocracy. So okay, this is not Islamism. Black Lives Matter, and majority of Americans agree black supremacy is evil, white supremacy is evil. Okay, so it's not that. Antifa, well, majority of Americans hate Antifa already. And I thought, climate change, the crazy environmentalists. Now these guys, they're violent, they're anti-Western. I mean, listen, they block roads, they attack Western art, they put people's lives in danger by going in front of roads. They throw paint and dirt at Western monuments and at Western art. So it's like, okay, these guys are anti-Western and very evil. How do we defeat them? Because the thing is, these guys are massively powerful, massively funded, and they even want to like solve poverty. They also hate Israel for weird reasons. So it's like, okay, how do we defeat them? Well, we got to show people that oil, natural gas, all this shit is good. And we got to make people rich. So we got to solve poverty, make people rich, and show them why, oil is liquid gold. So, you can't like make people poor and solve this issue. So then, if you look up literally on any AI or just on any Google, just type country with the most resources, you'll notice Canada has a large reserves of oil, uranium, tinder, natural gas, and phosphate. We have the second largest uranium deposit in the world. And the value of all our natural resources is estimated $33 trillion. $33 trillion. Just so you know, the GDP of America is like $27 trillion. And I'm like, wow, Canada is so blessed. There's so much good things in Canada. I remember a couple of years ago on Omegle, I was talking to this like leftist chick who told me she's going to vote for the Conservative Party of Canada. And I was confused. Why? And she said, well, because her dad works in the oil field. I was like, interesting. So her dad makes good money on oil. That's why she's not going to, she's not going to vote against her own father's interest, despite the fact that she's a leftist. Interesting. So then, this is what we need to show people. I think Trump is going to force Canada to destroy all this green lobby and take advantage of so much of our natural resources that we have. Because Canada is one of the most blessed nations on earth. Canada has more oil reserves than Russia and US combined. Let that sink in. Look it up. Look at it. This is insane. So, we have all this oil and many other things like uranium and natural gas, and yet we don't take advantage of it. I think in the short term this is going to hurt Canada, but in the long term this is going to, first of all, make Canada more rich than it already is. I mean, our GDP per capita has been the same since 2019, while America's has actually risen. Keep that in mind. I think Canada needs to get rid of, and when I say kill this green lobby, I don't mean physically kill, but when you show people that actually oil is good, majority of third world countries use it, And we have so much potential for all this natural gas. We have so much potential for so much money. People will change. Did you know that Japan and Europe were begging to buy oil from Canada, but Canada turned them down? Did you know that? This was just a couple of years ago. So I think not only Trump is going to destroy the Liberal Party, which he already has, and already hated Liberal Party, but also Canada. I've noticed Canadians have become more nationalistic. It's like, no, what the hell? How dare America does that? And you know what? We should be. And we have so much more potential. We have more oil than the Americans. Why aren't we taking advantage of this? And for those crazies thinking he wants to annex Canada, literally every new state in America has to have 2 senators and at least 1 House of Representatives. Canada would add, 10 new states. 7 of them would be liberal. What, so you think Trump wants 14 new Democrat senators? The Republican Party would be dead. So no. I don't think he wants to annex Canada. I think he wants to awaken Canada. And I think that's what we should. And not only awaken Canada, but also destroy the green lobbying process. I did not know how much blessed Canada is. Okay? And I pride myself in being like so smart. I know so much about Canada. I'm a patriotic Canadian. And I didn't know that we have so much resources potential. So much. Why are we buying oil from countries that oppress women and kill gays? We have so much of it on our own. We have so much natural gas, so much uranium. Canada is so blessed. And yet, we don't take advantage of it. That's how powerful the green lobby is. They don't let us take advantage of it. So yeah, in the short term, we'll suffer a little bit. But in the long run, I think it's going to be amazing. Canada, it's insane how many countries want this. How many countries want to buy our oil. And then we don't. So yeah, I think that's the real reason. Now, I could be wrong. Let me know. But I think the most powerful anti-Trump force, and just the most powerful anti-Western force, is the climate agenda. Look how much China, Russia, Qatar, these anti-Western countries are putting in. And yet, these are some of the highest carbon emissions in the world. So, at the end of the day, we need to destroy the green lobby. And we can make everybody wealthy again. There's so much resources, there's so much wealth under this beautiful land of ours. Why not dig it out? Why not sell it? Why? And the funny thing is, I think in the very near future, he's going to lower the tariffs. Because listen, U.S. and Canada, we're neighbors. We're always going to trade with each other. Okay, like neighbors will always trade. That's just basic economics. Okay, it's cheaper to trade with your neighbors than to trade halfway across the world. So in the long term, there's going to be almost open trade, free trade with the countries. But in the short term, we need to realize how rich we really are and how much the green lobby is just blocking us from our own potential. Seriously, look it up. Call me out of my bullshit. We have so much natural gas, estimated $32 trillion worth of natural resources underneath this beautiful soil of ours. We have to take advantage of it. We can sell it to the world, and we can sell it to the Americans. We have so much potential. But at the end of the day, he doesn't want to annex Canada. Okay, if he ever does, that's gonna be like the biggest win for the Democrat Party. Okay, 14 new Democrat senators. No. But yeah, call me out. I think the Green Party, the Green Lobby is so powerful, and it blocks us from our wealth. One of the ways to shut these leftists out is actually to help the poor, okay? Increase resources, increase the average wealth. Canada has been stagnant. We have so much natural resources. We have so much wealth in this country. So yeah, I think that's what he's going to do. Because I've actually noticed, and it's already working. So many Canadians are like, why aren't we taking advantage of our resources? And like, they're getting angry at America And rightfully so. I do think the tariffs on Canada is ridiculous. But I'm like, okay, what now? Let's take advantage of our resources. Let me know.